is Karen. I'm currently in my second year of social service worker gerontology program at Seneca College and have been doing a placement in Momiji. I was born and raised in South Korea and came to Canada in 2007. I am very happy to meet you all, and I'm very honored to be able to talk about the secret to longer and better living in Korean culture. I hope everyone will enjoy this session. Okay, let's get started. Okay, first, I want to talk a little bit about South Korea. Oh, where is South Korea located? Everyone here probably knows where South Korea is. South Korea is located in East Asia on the southern portion of the Korean peninsula. As you can see in the picture, it's located between the East Sea and Yellow Sea. So China, Japan, and Korea are close geographical neighbors, so they have similar cultures and very close economic ties as well. South Korea shares a land border with North Korea and is now the only divided country in the world. Population is estimated at 51 million, and around half of the country's population, 25 million people, live in the Seoul capital area. There is one official language spoken in Korea, which is called Hangul. Religion in Korea is diverse. The majority of South Koreans have no religion, but Christianity and Buddhism are the most common religions now. So, what is South Korea famous for? Even though Korea is a small country compared to China or Japan, there are plenty of famous things in Korea. South Korea is famous for being the land of K-pop, K-dramas and movies, K-beauty, Taekwondo, Korean food such as Kimchi, Korean BBQ, bibimbap, and is famous for beautiful Jeju Island, tech giant Samsung, automotive manufacturer Hyundai, as well as the fastest internet connection in the world. Especially for Korean popular music, simply K-pop, has been popular globally, and it represents the Korean wave, which is a cultural practice. Well, it was surprising that BTS, a Korean boy band, was nominated for Grammy Award in 2021. In the photo on the top left side, you see the 7 members of BTS. Even I don't know who is who, but it is true that they are very influential and have a positive impact on the younger generation. Okay, so what is happening now with this population change in Korea? I'm going to talk about the demographic trends in Korea. South Korea has the lowest fertility rate in the world. As you can see on the graph, women are having less than 1 child. This is lower than any other country. Women in South Korea tend to be reluctant to have children because of high education costs and house prices. Some not only choose to have fewer children, but some also give up marriage itself. How does that affect the country's future population? In fact, this low fertility rate will result in rapidly increasing aging population. Almost half of South Korea is expected to be over the age of 65 by 2065. Today, South Korea has one of the highest life expectancies in the world as 83.5 years, compared to the global average is 72 years. Rising life expectancy. The number of people aged 100 or over is rapidly increasing in South Korea. As you see the graph, the total number of centenarians was 20,102 in 2019. This is almost a 600% increase from the November 2009 figure of 2,601. A new study found that women born in South Korea in 2030 are projected to be the first in the world to have an average life expectancy of above 90. You see graphs of top 5 countries where women and men are expected to live longest life expectancy at birth by 2030. South Korea is at the top, and 6 other countries are not very far behind. France, Japan, Spain, Australia, Switzerland, and Canada. So what's the secret to their longevity? Okay, we will find out more on the next slide. The research by Imperial College London and the WHO shows South Koreans' expected longevity is based on the assumption they will have lower average body mass indexes and lower blood pressure than citizens of other comparable countries. The South Korean healthy diet also could be a factor of longevity, like kimchi, based on fermented vegetables, which is high in probiotics and vitamin A and B. Other factors are nutritional education, advances in economic and social status, lower road traffic accident rates, and high quality healthcare system. So how do they live a long and better life? Let's see. Okay, now we'll meet 5 Korean seniors who are living in their later life more happy and healthy. Through the lifestyle of them, we will find out what their secret to longevity is. They are all senior citizens who appeared on Korea's TV program, and I want to share their story with you all. First, here is Mrs. Lee's story. Mrs. Lee is 121 years old. She was born in 1899. She is currently living with her daughter and son-in-law. She is having a regular daily routine. For instance, after she eats breakfast, she goes to local senior community center every day for socializing. She enjoys participating in various programs such as exercise, music, and dance, and spending time with people in the community. She prefers to eat a small amount of food 3 times a day, mainly fish and vegetables. And walnuts is her favorite snack. She tends to chew food more when she eats. She's a slow eater. Mrs. Lee is trying to keep moving by doing house chores, and she is a very sociable and positive person. She believes these lifestyle habits lead her to longevity. Okay, next, let's meet Mr. Kim. Mr. Kim is a 92 years old marathoner. He started a marathon as his hobby 43 years ago when he was age 49. He runs 5 kilometers every day, and he's aiming to run full distance until 100 years old. As you see the photos, he entered 215 contests so far, and he received lots of badges and trophies. Through the marathon, Mr. Kim finds the joy of accomplishing something. Displaying badges and trophies he received is also a motivation to keep him running. In his free time, he enjoys singing and writing songs. I hope to see Mr. Kim again on TV as a 100-year-old marathoner. Okay, let's meet Mr. Han this time. Mr. Han is 96 years old. He is a local soccer team member and plays soccer almost every day. He also has a healthy morning routine. For example, he wakes up at 5 a.m. and eats breakfast, read a newspaper, and then go out for exercise. He has a similar diet as previous Mrs. Lee, such as eat less and often, and mainly fish, eggs, and vegetables. He enjoys hanging out with the soccer team members, and he's very independent. He thinks exercise is a priority in his life and the most important factor of his healthy life. Here is a story of Mrs. O. She is an 86 years old yoga instructor for seniors in the local community. She was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease 10 years ago, and right after that, she started to learn yoga for her health. Surprisingly, the progression of Parkinson's disease has stopped completely. She eats meal regularly with multigrain rice, vegetables, and seaweed. Mrs. O has a passion for learning new things and enjoys communicating with the younger generation. In her free time, she always visits the local library and reads books. She believes continuous learning is the key to her healthy life. Okay, the last person we meet is Mrs. Choi. Mrs. Choi is 80 years old and she's living in a small countryside in Korea. She also has a passion for learning, so she started to learn English when she was age 70. As you see the photos, she doesn't go to school, learn English, and she just studied English on her own at home. She sometimes writes down English words that she can't memorize well and put them on the door, like the picture above. Also, she often visits a restaurant that is run by an English-speaking person and spend time to practice her English. She's not fluent in English, but this is not a big deal for her. She just keeps practicing what she learned. She says she's so proud of herself. She also just started to learn Korean traditional dancing and is enjoying it so much. She likes to meet new people and make friends. For Mrs. Choi, it is never too late to learn new things. So far, we've met 5 Korean seniors who are living longer, healthier, and better. How was it, everyone? Do you think any of you have some similarities with them? From their stories, I could find some clues on their lifestyle habits. It was divided into 5 areas, which I titled as Move, Eat Wisely, Meaning and Joy, Positive Mindset, and Connect. Okay, let's break it down one by one. Secret number 1, eat wisely. The 5 seniors we looked at earlier had a common eating habit. They eat less, they eat regularly, 3 to 5 times per day, and they eat healthy food centered on vegetables and fish. Also, they tend to eat slowly and eat dinner early. I'm sure all of you will agree that these eating habits can help reduce digestive problems, right? Okay, then, what is healthy food for them? We can find some common or similar food on their table. They eat multigrain rice. Like multigrain bread, multigrain rice is much healthier than plain white rice. For this reason, many Koreans eat multigrain rice with their meals. In Korea, it's called 잡곡밥, means mixed grain rice. The photo on the top right is 잡곡밥. There's no one formula for what grains you have to use, but Koreans usually mix 5 to 10 different grains. For example, brown rice, black rice, barley, kidney bean, sorghum, buckwheat are all examples of grains Koreans enjoy. Often they mix these grains with plain white rice because white rice gives a nice smooth texture and has a stickiness. Vegetables like kimchi and namu are healthy food. Namu is the wild herbs and vegetables collected on the mountain or field, We boil or stir-fry the raw vegetables and season with soy sauce or salt, mixed with sesame oil or flavored with garlic. As you see the photo on the bottom, there is a variety of namu and we eat them with rice. Okay, kimchi is well known as a superfood full of beta-carotene and other antioxidant compounds that can help reduce the risk of serious health conditions such as stroke, cancer, diabetes, or heart disease. Kimchi is also an excellent source of vitamin A and C. Almost every Korean eats kimchi at every meal. And seaweed, egg, fish, tofu, and nuts and beans are all examples of healthy food in Korea. Fermented bean paste we call doenjang is one of the famous healthy food along with kimchi. Korean doenjang looks similar to miso in Japan, but it is different. Traditional Korean doenjang is made just from soybeans and salt only. Miso usually is made by adding koji starter to rice in addition to soybeans, which produce a sweeter taste. So while miso is milder, smoother, and sweeter, Korean doenjang is stronger and deeper and more complex flavor. So I'm sure both are healthy foods. Okay, next, secret number 2, stay active. The Korean seniors we met earlier, they all like to move naturally by doing housework or exercise. Start exercise. As all of you know, regular exercise has many health benefits, both physically and mentally. It helps you live longer. Exercise can sharpen your memory, boost your immune system, manage health problems, increase your energy, and help to improve your mental health. There are many studies that exercise improve your mood and decrease feelings of depression, anxiety, and stress. Besides, exercise can increase the production of endorphins, which are known to help produce positive feelings and reduce the perception of pain. Then, what type of exercise is good for you? In Korea, many seniors enjoy walking and hiking regularly. Walking is a perfect way to start exercising. You don't need to prepare special equipment. You just need a pair of comfortable walking shoes and can be done almost anywhere. Hiking trail is the most loved exercise by Koreans. It isn't just a pastime, it's an integral part of the culture. South Korea is a relatively small country, but roughly 70% of the land is mountainous. So we can easily have access to mountains, even if you live in the city. So during the weekends, you will observe packs of Koreans dressed in colorful hiking gear in the mountains. And yoga or stretching is also one type of exercise seniors can do. Like Mrs. O, we looked at earlier, Mrs. O started yoga at her age 76, and 10 years later, she became a yoga instructor. Yoga helps improve strength, flexibility, and balance. Some Korean seniors participate in community-based exercise programs such as fitness class, water aerobic, swimming, skateboard, badminton, table tennis, or dancing class. Exercising with others can help keep you motivated, and it gives you a source of fun, stress relief, and a place to meet friends. If any of you haven't started workout yet, it's never too late to find simple, enjoyable ways to become more active. The key is start off gently and safely, and find support from a friend or a family member. Then you can encourage and motivate each other. Okay, secret number 3, stay connected. It is an important factor to healthy aging to connect regularly with friends and family. Spend time with the people you enjoy and who make you feel upbeat. It may be a neighbor who you like to exercise with, a lunch date with an old friend, or playing with your grandkids. Even if you are not close by, call or email frequently to keep relationships fresh. I know, unfortunately, during this pandemic, we can't spend time with friends and families in person, but I hope everything goes back to normal soon so we can do this again. And making new friends also is a good way to stay connected. As you lose people in your circle, it is vital to make new connections so your social life doesn't decline. Especially younger friends can re-energize you and help you see life from a fresh perspective. Spend time with at least one person every day. Whatever your living or work situation, you shouldn't be alone day after day. Regular face-to-face contact is the best way to help you keep away from depression and stay positive. But for now, we can practice this. So instead, you can contact them by phone or email. If you have internet access, you can make a video call to your friends and family. Volunteer. Giving back to the community is a wonderful way to strengthen social bonds and meet others interested in similar activities or who share similar values. Even if your mobility becomes limited, you can get involved by volunteering on the phone. Find support groups in times of change. If you or a loved one is coping with serious illness or recent loss, it can be very helpful to participate in a support group with others undergoing the same challenges. Also, social distancing is part of our new normal, and connecting with family and friends continue to look quite different. Of course, nothing can truly replace the in-person hugs, hellos, high fives, and happy moments. But thankfully, we can stay in touch with others through device and online services instead. Okay, next, secret number 4. Find meaning and joy. Everyone has different ways to experience meaning and joy, and the activities you enjoy may change over time. The seniors women earlier all tried to find meaning and purpose in life. For 92 years old Mr. Kim, the marathon was his meaning. And for 86-year-old yoga instructor Mrs. O, learning new things was her meaning in life. If you're not sure where to get started, try some of our suggestions. Try a new hobby. Taking a class or joining a club or sport team is a great way to pursue a hobby and expand your social network at the same time. Learn something new, such as an instrument, a foreign language like Mrs. Choi did, or a new game or new sports. Learning new activities not only adds meaning and joy to life, but can also help to maintain your brain health and prevent mental decline. Get involved in your community. Try attending a local event or volunteering for a cause that's important to you. The meaning and purpose you find in helping others will enrich and expand your life. Travel somewhere new or go on a weekend trip to a place you've never visited. Of course, we will be able to try this after the pandemic. Yeah, spend time in nature, take a scenic hike, go fishing or camping, walk a dog in the park. enjoy the art, visit a museum, go to concert or play, join a book group. During the pandemic, many museums and galleries offer virtual tours on its website, so you can visit their websites and virtually tour museums around the world. The possibilities are endless. The important thing is to find activities that are both meaningful and enjoyable for you. As Korea became an aging society, the Korean government encourages lifelong learning for senior citizens. So in Korea, many seniors can have an opportunity to gain knowledge and access technologies. Learning new things becomes especially important in the seniors. It's a great way to keep the mind and body active and can play a big part in keeping seniors happy and healthy. It gives them an emotional boost as well as improved self-confidence. It also is a great way to meet new friends while learning something new, such as learning a new sport or a musical instrument or new technology, new language, and new knowledge taking a course online, not only for a formal classroom setting, but also just learning from something new from a friend is a good way to seek knowledge. My dad in Korea, he's 80 years old now. He started to learn how to play accordion in the local senior community 3 years ago. He really enjoyed playing the accordion. My dad once took a video of him playing his accordion and sent it to me. I know the accordion is a large and very heavy instrument, so it's not easy to learn for him. But I was so proud of my dad that he hasn't given up and continued to practice until now. The last secret for living longer and better is to think positively. As you all know, the physical and mental benefits of positive thinking have been demonstrated by multiple scientific studies. Research shows people who live the longest have a relaxed and positive outlook on life. The researcher says negative perception of aging may modify the association between frailty and frontal cognitive part in older adults. This means that positive self-perceptions about getting older may slow down the aging process. So I want to share some tips to achieve a positive mindset here. First, start the day with a positive affirmation. How you start the morning sets the tone for the rest of the day. So talk to yourself in the mirror, even if you feel silly, with statements like, today will be a good day, or I'm going to be awesome today. It is very simple. Next, focus on the good things, however small. When you encounter such a challenge, just focus on the benefits. No matter how small they seem, being grateful for even the small things in your life is important. Find humor in bad situations. Just allow yourself to experience humor in even these trying situations. And transform self-negative talk into positive talk. Negative self-talk is often hard to notice. So you might think, I'm so bad at this, or I shouldn't have tried that. But this does turn into internalized feelings and might cement your conceptions of yourself. So when you catch yourself doing this, stop and replace those negative messages with positive ones. For example, I'm so bad at this, it becomes, once I get more practice, I'll be way better at this. If you think, I shouldn't have tried that, it becomes, they didn't work out as planned, maybe next time. Okay. Next, focus on the present. That is focusing only on this exact moment, not on today, not on this hour. Forget about the past and stop negative imagination of potential future event that hasn't come yet. Stay in the present moment. And find positive friends and spend time with them. We all know that when we surround ourselves with positive people, we will hear positive outlooks, positive stories, and positive affirmation. I believe almost anybody in any situation can apply these tips to their own lives and increase their positive attitude. Okay, we can do this. Now, I'm going to talk about a new trend that is happening among senior citizens in Korea. South Korea has been seeing a trend in seniors becoming social media and fashion celebrities in recent years. It's called the Renaissance. So what is Renaissance? As you see the pictures, this is how the word Renaissance is created. It's gray, a word that symbolizes seniors, plus Renaissance. As you know, the Renaissance was a period in European history marking the transition from the Middle Ages to modernity, covering 15th and 16th centuries. This word can also be interpreted as revival or renewed interest in something. So these two words combined and created a new word, Renaissance. So let's take a look at this video, what changes came around to our seniors. Okay. Okay, I hope. It'll take some time.
Karen, do you want to try bringing down the light and then putting the YouTube stuff, like sharing the YouTube stuff?
Oh,
sorry, play button.
Yeah, I did.
With people living longer these days, they'll remain economically and socially active for years and even decades longer than before. So Korea's senior citizens are finding some creative ways to spend their golden years, some of them getting into modeling, even building a following on YouTube. Oh Soo-young has this report.
Fine lines and greying hair may have been things to hide in the past, but a growing number of older Koreans are taking these features in their stride. So-young, at age 74, is one of Korea's up-and-coming silver stars who has been gracing the stage of Seoul Fashion Week since 2016.
I was the only older woman among the models who were mostly 18 or 20 years old. I was doubting myself and shaking like a leaf. But then I thought, you only live once.
Despite a soaring profile, she's still a work in progress, she says, as she practices walking with her peers at a modelling agency. They all come from different walks of life, but share the same desire to become the face of an aging population.
I asked myself what makes my heart beat faster and makes my life worthwhile, and thought, this is it. The moment came to me when I turned 60.
A university in Seoul offers a specialised degree from aspiring models from the older generation, not only teaching them how to walk the walk, but also develop a professional knowledge of media and the fashion industry. Along with Korea's rapidly aging demographic, Experts say the concept of beauty is also shifting.
Fewer people are dyeing their gray hair, and there are more fashion and beauty brands for seniors who want relatable models, not 20-year-olds. Other models have the advantage of a life experience. Different emotions and expressions come to them naturally.
The catwalk isn't the only way to silver stardom. 63-year-old Shin Bang-gol has gained nearly 300,000 followers on YouTube with her videos on making rustic Korean dishes. For nearly 40 years, Shim says she was only ever a housewife. Never did she dream that she'd share her recipes with thousands, all from her small kitchen in the idyllic Puya countryside.
I live in the countryside and farm, so I work with seasonal ingredients, which I think my viewers appreciate. I'm proud and blessed to do something I love at this age.
Numerous academies and community centres now offer vlogging courses for people aged over 50.
Silver YouTubers impart diverse knowledge and life experience which appeals to all age groups. My 12-hour course teaches everything from setting up a channel to filming, editing, and even making thumbnails just by using a smartphone.
Going grey used to be considered an inevitable but unfortunate part of ageing. But times are changing as people learn to embrace and celebrate turning silver. Oh Soo-young, Arirang News.
Okay. Okay. So next. Okay, what do you think? Did you find some characteristic in Renaissance era? Okay, the Renaissance era is mainly led by people born from 1946 to 1964, as known as the baby boomer generation. They tend to value on health, vitality, and readiness. They want to work and be economically active seniors. They find some creative ways to spend their later years, just like we watched in the video earlier. They challenge themselves to become models or YouTube stars. They have a passion, enjoy travel and adventure. Fashion and beauty are also a main characteristic of seniors living in this Renaissance era. Age is just a number for them. You are not too old to try something you want to. Let's meet Korean seniors who are enjoying their later life with a new career. Okay, this video is about a popular Korean senior YouTube star, Mrs. Mak Dae Park. She is 70 years old grandmother. Her videos are all about showing off her wrinkles and her elder life in the role. So young South Koreans find her so funny and adorable. They love watching her give makeup tutorial or reunite when an old friend or try pasta for the first time in her life, in her YouTube videos. So Park says before YouTube, her life was dead like rotten bean sprouts, but now she says life starts at 70 years old. Okay, let's take a look at this video.
나한테도 이제 동영상 많이 이제 주면서 이제 지가 그걸 올려봤던가 봐. 그랬더니 한 20일인가 얼마가 있은 게 할머니 대박 났다고 그래. What do you
thing. I watched her videos on YouTube and now I became a big fan of her. She's very special. Okay, I have one more video. Next. Okay. One more video. Next video is about 77-year-old senior model, Mrs. Choi. She is the oldest professional model in Korea. She was a former care worker who was used to working 20 hours a day in a hospital, and she found an opportunity to change her life after seeing a TV commercial about senior models by pure chance when she was age 72. So she says now is the time for her to try and live her own life. Let's take a look at this video.
다 지나갔다. 내가 지금 70이잖냐. 끝났죠 뭐. 아니래. 실버 모델 있으니까 한번 알아보래요. 그럴 때 아 실버 모델 있어요? 그러면 알아봐야겠다. 그러면 내가 바라던 거 해봐야지요. 내가 뭔가 독특한 게 있어야 되겠다. 그래서 이제 이 머리 하게 된 거죠. 그전에는 조금이라도 젊어 보이려고 굿시아라 하고 물을 들였지. 염색하면 눈도 쉬고 또 나이 들면 눈이 건조해지는데 굉장히 눈이 건조해서 엄청 그 눈물 안양을 하루에 뭐 5번 넣었는데 지금은 안 넣어요. 괜찮아요. 동대문 DDP에서 했거든요. 서울 패션위크 큰 거죠. 제가 거기 나갈 줄 몰랐죠. 긴장되지만은 너무 기쁘죠. 아, 내가 이 나이에 여기서 이 무대에 긴장되면서 성취가 보면서 뿌듯하고 좀 어깨 펴고 디자이너 선생님들이 젊은이만 선호해요. 그치? 우리 좀 이렇게 나이 든 사람은 별 선호를 안 하는데 사실 나이 든 사람은 나이 든 사람대로 또 아름다움이 있으니까 그런 것들을 우리 디자이너 선생님들이 좀 아름답게 보고 그거를 좀 런웨이에 세우면서 더 좀 노인다우면서 우아하게 이렇게 아름다움으로 늙는 것이다. 이런 걸 보여주는 그런 게 있었습니다.
Okay, how was it, everyone? Yes, it's so beautiful. Yeah. I hope you have learned something new that will help you live longer, healthier, and happier. So today we found 5 secrets for longevity in Korean culture, such as eat wisely, stay active, stay connected, finding meaning and joy, and think positive. If some of you already have been living with great lifestyle habits, that's great. But if some of you are not, that's okay. I believe you can make a difference in these secrets and can take active steps to living longer and better. Remember, age is just a number. Live your life and forget your age. Thank you so much. And I hope everyone enjoyed my presentation today. Yeah, for the rest of the time, we are going to have some interactive time. So it's your turn, everyone. As this time, I encourage you all to share secrets to living longer and better. If you know any secret food or types of exercise or hobbies for longevity, please unmute yourself and share with us.
Yeah. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
That's our